Where the fuck are you?
Across the table from me. What are you talking about?
I have been waiting for you, and then I come downstairs because you said you're ready. There ain't
Yeah.
nobody here. You're not here.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. I'm traveling. I'm in Chi Town.
Well, I'll tell you what's wild. It was a really bad day to make Ninja Turtle
Oh
pies.
no! What? He made them. Is it green?
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but it's green.
Oh, dude, I can't believe you made them and I'm not there.
It's really good.
Dang it. All right. Well, we heard your feedback. We know $750 is not cheap for a cell phone. We get it.
Yeah, I mean, people
So
just don't want to pay it all at once, and I understand that, but still, you're still getting a deal.
you're getting a deal, but we heard you loud and clear. So CCICT has got a deal for you.
Mm-hmm.
Unlocked iPhone 13. What's that price?
Was it like 600?
350, dude.
350. That's stupid. They
An
can't be making
unlocked
any money on this.
unlocked brand new iPhone 13 for $350. Now, $350 is $350, but if you need a new cell phone,
Yeah.
go check these guys out. This is as good of a deal on a brand new cell phone as you're going to find, and the iPhone 13 still kind of looks like a new iPhone. So,
Dude, yeah,
like,
it's a solid, like I had a 13 and it was a great phone, especially for that price range. Like I don't think you're going to find anything out there better than that. Like that's
no
crazy.
way, no way. So go check them out across from the Men's Warehouse at the Town East Mall, next to Pop
Upstairs.
Corner, upstairs. Go check them out and get a brand new iPhone 13, $350, and thank us later.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Hey, this actually says retro rewind for a fucking change.
I changed the template, so
You
when I
did.
copied it, it was
Wow.
correct.
Damn.
So yeah, uh, Retro Rewind is always brought to you by the Regent Theater.
I was there today.
Why?
I was watching I keep saying Elio. My kids are like it's Elio. I'm like, okay, whatever. But yeah, I took the kids to go watch it and
Nice.
had
Is
some
it
delicious
good?
popcorn. It's very good. It was a very cool movie. I mean, it's about
So
aliens.
yeah,
What do you want?
go check out Elio.
Elio, I
Elio.
guess. Don't call it Elio, or my fucking kids will jump at me.
This is a Pixar one, right? I'm so jealous right now. That looks so delicious.
It's so creamy.
Oh man, that looks so good. It's a Pixar movie.
I guess. I mean, it's animated. Yeah, somebody made
So
it.
so Andy's in it.
No,
No, not Andy.
Mm-mm.
Let's get
If
into a
Andy's in
little bit of
Texas.
computer news.
Okay.
July 27th, 2004.
Oh,
Dude,
Jesus Christ.
the coolest cell phone to ever come out.
My favorite phone I've
A
ever had in
ra-
my whole life.
oh, I wanted one of these so bad in 2004, and I don't think I ended up getting one until like 2006.
Yeah.
And okay, we're not even there yet. 2004 Motorola Razr V3. They launched this thing. This thing was so cool. It was so thin. It had that color screen on the front of it. You flipped it open, and it had the super cool buttons. That screen was so silky smooth inside.
Dude, I tell you what, I was a texting pro with that thing, because I just got
Oh, the
used to the buttons.
T9.
I could just be sitting here driving and not even looking at my phone and just like flawlessly send a message.
That's wild. T9
Ridiculous.
was insane. But so I got mine in 2006, and you know what I did immediately?
Break it?
Yes, I dropped it and broke the front screen like the second day I had it. I was
Yeah, that
so
makes
mad.
sense. That
I was
tracks.
so mad.
That's a very Trav thing to
Yeah,
do.
yeah, that's still. My
And you
phone's
still
not broke.
fudge.
Yeah, fudge.
Dang it.
Just the big F word. So this was the coolest phone in the 2000s. Like
It still
they
is.
they, I mean, it's still awesome, and
Yeah.
I miss getting mad and having a flip phone because
So
you
you
could
can
just slam
slam
it
that
shut.
sucker.
Yes,
Ugh.
like, oh, I'm so mad at you. I
Fuck
hope
this
you heard it
shit.
slam.
Slam it 3 times to let them know you mean business.
So yeah, super cool phone. Loved it. Mine was awesome. I wish I still had it. I think it was, if I remember right, it was like red. I think I had the red one.
I had the silver one. Why do I feel like they like came out with another razor, or they talked about coming out with another razor?
There's one. There's an Android based one,
Okay,
like a new one, a new razor, and I think it's a flip phone with a touchscreen on the inside of it.
so you can slam
Not
that
as
bitch
cool though.
too. Oh yeah,
Yeah, but it's not as cool, and it's really expensive.
not
Um.
350.
All right. Probably not. Those. Yeah. Those. Foldable. Foldable. Oh, that's what it was. It's a foldable phone. The
Yeah.
whole screen in that new razor is just a
Hmm.
screen. Like there's no buttons at the bottom. And yeah, they're ridiculous.
That's wild. I don't know how you even do that.
No, that's folding a screen in half is just crazy. Um, I was telling you before this, it has been a crazy couple of weeks, and it's continuing to be crazy. So the news is a little slim, but we do have a cartridge conundrum for you.
Okay.
So we're gonna take you back uh, to the time period we always talk about, but listen carefully because the cartridge conundrum this week is Super Mario Land was a launch title for the Nintendo Game Boy in North America, shrinking down Mario for his first ever portable adventure. But in which year did this classic game first hit shelves, kicking off a brand new era of platforming on the go? A, 1988. B, I don't know why I'm doing one, two, three. That's not what it is.
You're like,
A, A, 1998, 1988. B, 1989. C, 1990. Or D, 1991. You got it? Leave us a comment. Let us know the letter of the year. That's too complicated. Just let us know which year this game came out in the comments, and you win a big prize.
it's a huge prize, massive prize.
Nothing.
Trav will open mouth kiss anyone who gets it correctly. What are you drinking, by the way? You got to be having something.
It's tea.
Okay.
Old fashies. Old fashies.
Old fascist. That's where your little star in your shirt.
Yeah.
Um, I tell you what, I had to represent though because we're just counting down the days.
Let's go.
It's
Let's
wild. I
go. We
feel like
gotta
it
get back
just ended and it's already like, hey, guess what's come back in 2 months? Like, what the hell?
October. Yeah, but it's a
That's wild.
long 2 months, bro, without hockey. Like
I've
it's
been
the
feeling that way
dog
about
days of
football
summer.
though.
Yeah, me too.
I'm starting to feel like I'm
It's the
going a little
dog days
crazy.
right now.
I mean, but
Like
at least
you
you have
just
football coming in. You know what I mean? You get to watch some baseball, and that kind of helps hold you over a little bit. And then football starts, and it's like, all right, cool. And then it's like, okay, now we're back into the hockey grind.
once the All Star game hits in baseball, man, it's just like, geez, let's go football. Like it is
Yeah,
just
I know
time to get
it
back in the
is.
groove.
So a quick little caveat from that here, real quick. Did you happen to see any of the home run derby?
I saw not the home run derby, the All Star game.
So one of the kids here is a big Jazz Chisholm Jr. fan,
Oh
and
yes.
everybody's been talking so much shit on him on the internet because he had like 3 home runs, and the winner had like 60. Bro
there
had 3, and it was just oh god. So I
you go,
asked him, I was like,
Jazz.
yeah, I was like, did you happen to see the home run derby? And he's like, yes. And I was like, so you know how how he did? He's like, just don't even talk about it. I was like, all right.
What I thought was really cool about the All Star game though is that it went into extra innings and they did a home run off,
Mm-hmm.
and so
Interesting.
they picked their top three guys and they got three swings apiece, and whoever hit the most home runs won the game. They didn't go into extra innings; they just did a home run off. It was really cool.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
No, I don't either. I think it was the first time they've ever done it.
Huh.
You want to talk a little bit about movies and pop culture and TV?
Yeah, I'm here.
Let's do this. July 25th, 1980, Caddyshack is
Oh,
released.
damn. That's my favorite drink.
Dude, that Caddyshack?
Peace tea. Have you ever had Peace Tea's Caddyshack?
I don't know what that is, but um, this movie, it was 1980. So this came
Mm-hmm.
out way before we were born, but this movie was on all the time on TV
Mm-hmm.
when we were growing up. And
It's in the hole! It's in the hole! Hey,
Bill Murray is the star. Like, I know he wasn't, but to me, he is the best part of this movie.
Yeah,
Chasing the
absolutely.
gophers, like in the swimming pool at the very beginning of this movie, when the chocolate bar is in the swimming pool and he dives after it and tastes it, and he's like, "It's okay, it's just chocolate," but everybody thought it was a big turd.
Yeah,
Like,
he knew.
this was this movie was great, and Chevy Chase is just so funny back then. But I feel like Bill Murray was the star of this movie. I don't even want to talk about this one because it gives me the creeps.
I think I remember it fucking me up back in the day.
Still messed up from it, dude.
Dude, I heard you had your own little battle here recently, and I'm
Oh
glad
my
to see you're still
gosh.
alive, but good God.
July 18th, 1990, Arachnophobia.
Yeah,
Like
I don't.
the the summary that I have in my notes is the perfect gateway horror film for 90s kids. And I guess, but holy crap, dude. The freaking spiders coming out of the shower head and the big mama spider in the basement just hiding and knowing what's going on. Like,
Can you imagine
this
what we
still
could
freaks me
do?
out.
Like, even just with like Chat GPT right now, or the V3O or whatever it is, VO3. Like,
I was going to say,
I'm
it's not
sure.
Star Wars.
I imagine I could start recording in my basement and just put like some really fucked up looking spiders down here, like moving and
Yes,
stuff, and
you
make it look
absolutely
legit,
could.
better than they probably did
100%.
in the '90 movie. That's crazy.
I mean, John Goodman was great in this, but man, freaking spiders and having them be everywhere. Just,
Mm-mm.
I'm still messed up. Like, I still run up the stairs when I'm coming out of my basement because I think Mama Spider's down there.
I believe it. Yeah, I heard you. It might have been Mama Spider down there. It's supposed to be like the biggest
That
spider you've ever seen in your
was,
life, right?
bro, it was so big.
So
It took me,
I was just gonna say, I think I told you the story when I was a soldier in Lawton. We had a scorpion problem and a tarantula problem down there, and I remember going into my like laundry room area, and there's this huge ass fucking tarantula in the middle of the floor, and I'm like, oh fuck. Well, it starts kind of trying to run away, so I headed off real quick, and there I had one of those like Swiffer mop things, but it didn't have a pad on it, so it's just a plastic. I used that bitch and I smashed it. So I just want to make sure it didn't get away and was just loose in my house, you know.
yes.
But when I did that and I lifted it, I saw these black dots running everywhere. This motherfucker,
Oh my,
yeah, it had eggs all over it, and I smashed it and it exploded, and fucking like there's literally like 100 spiders just
no.
running around so I jumped over them to like where I kept like my chemicals and sprayed like bug killer like in a circle around them to keep them contained to like one area and then killed them.
Dude.
Scariest fucking thing ever though, to see like a giant tarantula and then it explodes and then there's just like a fucking million babies around.
No
Like it
way,
was,
dude. That is nightmare
whew.
stuff.
Yeah,
Are you sure that was real and not just a
it was
nightmare?
100% real. It freaked me the fuck out. That house, I had scorpions crawling like up the wall and shit, like spiders.
What the
Found
heck?
one next to my bed one day, and then I remember like my like where my shower was in the bathroom. There's like this vent, you know, like a fan. There was a fucking snake head coming out of the vent one day. Yeah, totally fucked
What
up.
is
So I
it?
was
Where
like,
was this
God damn.
house in the middle of the freaking woods?
It was the outskirts of like Lawton, Oklahoma. Um, but yeah, it's kind of by the Wichita Mountains, you know. So I don't know, man. It was just fucked up. There's always something crazy going on out
Jeez.
there. Nature,
No,
dude.
so yeah, nature. Screw nature.
Fuck it.
Arachnophobia, man. Just I still get freaked out. I can't watch this movie. It's literally one of the only times that I'll just either look away or turn something off. Is if there's spiders on the screen. Like I just don't like it.
Dude, so literally, like, we're getting new furniture and everything because ours was messed up. Lint and I were in the furniture shop and we're looking at this bed and we look down. I was like, hey, look at that blanket. So she like looks down and there's this big ass wolf spider. And she's like, oh
What?
God, and like ran off. And I thought it was the funniest thing ever. She's like, what do we do? And I was like, I ain't doing shit. It ain't my furniture, it ain't my spider. Like, fuck that shit. So, anyways, the lady comes
Nobody's
talk to
sleeping in
us.
that.
I turn around and like look at the bed to see if it's still there and it's gone. I was like, well, it's fucking gone now. So I told Lance, I like had her like look over it and she's like, oh my God. I was like,
Oh
it's gone.
no, where's
Yeah, I don't
that?
know. It's somewhere in the store.
All right, let's talk about something a little less creepy. Do you remember the Talk Boy from Home Alone 2?
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
Yes, everybody remembers that from Lost in New York, Home Alone 2. He records on that thing. He records his uncle in the shower. Remember,
Yep.
and then he
You're gonna slap him
changes the
silly,
voice.
little
Yeah,
pervert.
exactly. And then he changes the voice. And then when he's in the hotel later in the movie, that's how he gets all the people out of the room. Is he plays that
Yeah.
sound, that clip, and they all leave. Right. So this toy came out in 1992 because of that movie. They
Mm-hmm.
released a toy. Tiger Electronics released this toy for the holiday season in 92, but it was missing one key feature, and that was the voice changing feature. And so
Yep.
it didn't sell at all. Like people didn't want it because it didn't have the thing that everybody wanted, which was the voice changer. So they got smart and they released a deluxe Talk Boy in 1993 when the movie came out on VHS. And that one had the voice changer in it and it sold like crazy.
Huge marketing. Yep.
Yeah,
So,
huge
wh-
marketing.
how upset would you be to learn that Lynn's had one of those and then sold it just a couple years ago?
I know she had one because I played with
Mm-hmm.
it as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't believe that she would have sold it.
She still says like, God, I wish I would have kept that. I wish I would have kept that. I was like, man, I don't
What in
know.
the
That thing's
world?
fucking classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know, man.
what the heck, dude? Just, yeah, she hangs on to so much stuff and then she sells
Yeah.
something that's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's wild. All right. 1996, Tickle Me Elmo, the Tickle Me Elmo craze.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Do you remember Tickle Me Elmo?
I do. I always thought it was creepy as hell, dude. Like, I don't know. I wasn't about that life.
Yeah. Tickle Me Elmo gave us this.
Gonna think Foodie Mike C is a bitch.
What the fuck? Joke's on you. I'm going to get off to that later. That's crazy. I like it. The fuck? Oh, goddamn.
I thought that was real funny. But for
Fucking
real,
homo.
Tickle, Tickle Me Elmo came out in 96 and it was weird, dude. Like, but people loved it. I don't know what the deal was. It was super weird.
Yeah, man, especially like that and like the Furbies and shit. Like anything that moved back in that time was just
Trolls.
fucking awful, man. I'm not about it.
I mean, even Teddy Ruxpin before that. Like, why do people
Yeah.
want their toys? Have you not seen Chucky?
Yeah.
Have you not
Chucky
seen
was pretty
Annabelle?
fucked, too. Speaking of Annabelle, oof. Did you see that news?
No. Yes. No. Kind of. My wife was telling me
The
about it.
the guy who was like leading like the whole Annabelle like tour died unexpectedly. Like they don't know how or why or whatever. Motherfucker just died, and he's like not
What?
some old dude. Yeah, the dude who like orchestrated all this and was like on the tour, like the head guy from the tour, just fucking died.
Wow.
That's fucked.
That is weird.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No, I don't
Don't
like
mess
that at all.
don't mess with creepy dolls. Like,
Yeah,
just,
fuck that
oh,
shit.
well, I mean, I think you know somebody that messes with creepy dolls, but I'll leave that where it is.
Okay.
Dear 2003, the internet was going wild for Homestar Runner. Do you remember Homestar Runner?
I do vaguely, not like super well, but yeah, I do remember.
Do you remember?
No. Bunny
So
dead?
those are two of the deleted. It deleted,
Oh.
deleted. This was huge. This was just two dudes learning how to do Flash, and they animated Flash, and then this thing took off. It was humongous. Strong Bad Emails was a huge one. Strong Bad would read emails. And this stuff was this was hilarious. And so for a long time, this thing went for like 10 years, and then they were kind of tired of it, and they actually went and got jobs in Hollywood writing for like Gravity Falls and other like animated TV shows.
Yeah, that's
Which, by the
wild.
way, Gravity Falls, my kids watch that sometimes, and that show is just wild. Like some of the stuff on Gravity Falls is just crazy.
I don't think I've ever
So,
seen it.
oh yeah, it's funny. It's a Disney show. It's a Disney cartoon, but it's a little more edgy than other Disney stuff. Like, um, oh, I don't know, can't remember the names of those other cartoons that are kind of like it, but yeah, Homestar Runner was huge in the early 2000s, and this was really like about 5 years before YouTube came out. These guys were publishing videos on the internet, and nobody else was doing that. So that's kind of why this thing blew up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, July 25th, 2005. That date, for some people, is just like when they hear that, like, oh yeah, I know exactly where he's going. Because July 25th, 2005, if you just search that date in Google, you're going to find a ton of stuff about this topic. And that topic is the SpongeBob SquarePants broadcast hijack. So, this has been highly debated. Did it actually happen? Did it not happen? Is it real? Is it not real? But the rumor is, and there's clips of it. Some people say they're doctored. Some people say they're photoshopped. But the rumor is the broadcast glitched um, in SpongeBob, and it was just doing some wild stuff, like not normal things. Like it froze on him, like hitting his head on the ground, and then it just froze, and then it like was scrambled, and it was just really weird. And then some people even say there was a hidden message in there, and that there was a not hidden message at the end of it. But I remember people talking about this back in 2005, like what the heck happened at Nickelodeon? Like Nickelodeon got hijacked, and um, I just thought, that happened this week in history. So I feel like it was.
That's crazy. Yeah, I
You
don't
don't remember
remember
that?
hearing anything about that. No, that's pretty wild though.
So yeah, pretty crazy. Um, just like a little wrestling.
Everybody loves the wrestling.
Well, some people. Anyway, this one's important. It actually happened in history. It actually happened last week in 1998. But the reason that I'm bringing it up this week is because something big with Goldberg happened on this week at the pay per view. So in 1997, Goldberg won. He was on that 173-0, like just tearing everybody apart. The
I
Who's
fucking
Next,
hated
like
that.
nobody could beat him. He was spearing everybody. He was jackhammering everybody. And July 6th, WCW, he won against Hulk Hogan to win the title and become 73-0. But in true WCW fashion, they failed to capitalize on anything with Goldberg, even just this huge run. And they just went back to their convoluted NWO storyline with the different factions and whatever, when they could have really like drove home how the WCW was back in control. They didn't do that. That's important because Goldberg just retired. He just had his last match at the pay-per-view on Sunday, and it was against Gunther. Like, I don't even know this. I'm not a wrestling fan now. I pay attention to like clips on TikTok for wrestling. But this guy does not seem like he should be the champ. He seems really lame. And he actually lost the match. Goldberg actually lost the match. He didn't win the title, but it was his last match. And so I just thought this one was important to bring up because was the first time he won the title. It was a 73-0. And then in the same week, was his last match, whatever, 20 years later.
Damn.
So
yeah, I don't know if our buddy still watches a lot of wrestling. If he does, it's always been like WWE, WWF, whatever. So I don't know if he's a big WCW guy, but I'm sure he'd have some shit to say if he does watch it.
He watched it just as much as I did. I mean, or more back then. And then July 2002, actually in May of 2002, the NWA/TNA started up because WCW got bought and there was no competition. And so end up Jeff Jarrett actually started the NWA/TNA.
Interesting.
And so in July they started doing weekly pay-per-views, which I feel like who the crap is going to pay for a weekly pay-per-view when you can watch the
Yeah.
big guys every Monday? Why would I
Yeah.
pay every single time you put a pay-per-view out? That seems stupid.
Very stupid.
I mean, it obviously kind of worked because I think we've still got remnants of the TNA. I think whatever the wrestling thing is out there that's on TNT
Yeah.
TBS, is it TNA still or
I feel
Impact
like
or
that sounds. Yeah, I've heard of the TNA. I was just gonna look, but yeah, I can't remember if that's still what it's called. But I feel like I remember seeing that fairly recently.
yeah. So like I said, I don't keep up with wrestling anymore, but it's the next biggest thing after WWE still. And anytime anybody leaves WWE, they go to that place to wrestle because it's the next biggest thing. So
Minor leagues.
yeah, it's kind of the minor leagues. Yeah, the D League or the AAA baseball, that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
a little bit of music news. Back in July 25th of 1980, again a little bit before our time, but man, like it doesn't get a whole lot better than. I mean, how does it get better than Back in Black?
I've never really been a big AC/DC fan. I just feel like the singer's
Really?
voice is super fucking annoying, just crazy annoying. God damn
But
it.
that guitar riff, dude.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty iconic, but still, it's like, fuck me.
And then we got a couple more from this album.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of southern for a second, and then when it
Mm-hmm.
hits, it's like not southern at all.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely
So
fucking iconic, but like I said, if I had to listen to just, even a minute of that dude's voice, I'd just be like, turn this shit off.
I listened to so much of this because my dad always had this on. And then there's one more that's really iconic from this album.
Yep. Fuck, just that start,
Yeah, it's like, oh man, what's gonna happen? What's happening? Undertaker coming out?
Yeah, so
Just
you're waiting
waiting
on
for
the
that.
taker to come.
As a guitar player, though, like I feel like this is one you have to learn, right?
I feel like that's one that you start playing, everybody's gonna be like, oh shit, just like start losing their
Yeah.
shit about, but I don't know,
So I
man.
mean, iconic dudes, iconic band. Yeah, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I think as kids born in the '80s and grew up in the '90s, like this was around. We heard this stuff all the time. So
Yeah. Yep.
um,
Fuck, I still hear it. Like anytime I go to my dad's house, like
yeah,
just out there at the pool or in the garage doing some bullshit, and you're bound to hear some AC/DC.
going to come up. So moving forward a bunch of years, July 22nd, 2000, Matchbox 20 came out with this song. I'll be honest, I don't remember it.
You don't remember that? I always
No.
thought dude had a great voice. Like I did enjoy his voice though.
See, I don't. I do not like Matchbox 20 at all. I just
Hmm.
think it's like it was like the notes say here. It was too polished. Like the stuff, but that came before it, like Nirvana and the grunge stuff before this, was so much better. And then this just seemed like it was trying too hard to me.
I mean,
Like,
I agree. I mean, it's like they tried to have like a piece of what that was, but they had to kind of tailor it because then you had like the fucking Britney Spears and all that shit that came out too. You know what I mean? So it's like
yeah.
you're kind of trying to bridge that gap, I guess. But I mean, I don't know. I wasn't ever like a super fan by any means, but I did appreciate what they did though.
So
They,
that's
you
just
know
for
what else I'd
rewind for this
appreciate?
week. TMNT pies, but we already talked about them. Oh, we're going to talk about them again because they're so delicious. I I want one.
So my kids the whole time were trying to guess like what I'm making, and
Yeah.
I want to talk about it because I did make like a little recipe video. I'm gonna put it together just real quick, something we can share on the socials. But so there's this whole method as far as like a real pastry cream is concerned, and I've never understood it. And I hope that this happens to come across somebody who like really knows their food or their, you know, their pastries and shit. But so essentially in this method, you have like your cream mixture that you're getting hot on the stove, and then you have like
The
your egg
filling.
yolks. Yeah, well then you have your egg yolks, your sugar, and like cornstarch or whatever mixed up. And then what you do is you start pouring in some of the hot liquid while you're stirring to temper it, to put it in there. But in my head, I'm like, why the fuck can I just stir everything in cold and then just heat it and stir it? Like, what's the big fucking deal? Like, I'm sure there's a reason, and it's probably like, oh, so you don't have scrambled eggs as you're, you know, bringing it up to temperature. But I'm like, if you're constantly whisking and bringing it up gradually instead of just putting that fucker over a
Yeah,
rolling high heat, I, I mean, it turned out just fine. It was nice and thick. It turned out great. Like, I don't know what the fucking problem is, but with that being said, if you want to do the classic method, you can. But I personally just don't see the reason for it, and just kind of did it my own way.
seems like it would have taken way longer and been way more work if you would have done it
That was kind of
that
my thing.
way.
Is like you are like heating your milk or whatever to pour it into like a cold mixture to warm it up, to put it back into the stove warm to heat it up again. I'm
Yeah,
like, it's just fucking stupid. Like, can we just heat it one time and just be done with it and like cut everything in
yeah,
half? But so that's what I did, and then I just used store bought, you know, crust. Obviously, you can make your own
yep.
and everything, but I feel like that's kind of like my thing is like the semi homemade approach. I mean, you know, fuck's sake, if you just want to buy some pudding and throw the shit in there too, like I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Like that's up to you. But so yeah, I mean that's what I did. I'll show you the whole
What'd
process.
you put
And
on? What did you do on the crust to make it flaky?
so the cool thing is like as far as the glaze is concerned, it's literally powdered sugar, a little bit of milk, some vanilla, and then color, and that's it. So
Nice,
again, that'll be in the video. You'll get
because
to
that was the
see.
iconic part of those things. Is when you bit
Yeah,
into them, they like it like cracked away and like was kind of
yeah.
flaky.
So I definitely have like the flake to it as well. And honestly, you can like
Yeah.
glaze it as much you want. You can make it as thick or as thin as you like. But fuck, I just kind of went with it and did it. But it turned out really well. The kids really liked it. Like I said, I'm excited to go back and try to find the initial commercial for it to see if I can, because I
Yeah.
still hear the fucking song in my head anytime like I think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're going like as a society, as kind of a country, we're going away from like dyed foods because they're bad for you. But
Yeah,
like
100%.
the greenness of
Yeah.
those Ninja Turtle pies is just so iconic in my brain.
I will say one thing that was weird to me, and maybe it was another product that I'm remembering that was a Ninja Turtle product, but I swear I remember it being like a green filling on the inside because it was like the whole like ooze thing. So I don't know, man. Like to me, it's like
It
I
was always it
remember.
always seemed like it was vanilla pudding on the inside of those, and then
Yeah,
the shell was green.
I don't know why. Just in my head, like I just remembered like being like a green filling, but fuck, I don't know. We're also a dumbass kid,
Yeah,
so
I mean, they were the outside was real green,
yeah, I
like
would say
we're
green,
talking
and I used
green,
the
green.
what I happened to have, which is more of kind of like a lime green, and I wish I had like a
Yeah,
deep ass like hunter green or something, you know, because then it would have been like super evident. But like I said, for what it is, you know, it's great. It's a great reminder of what we had back in the day, and you know, even then, I don't even think it was like super fucking special. It was just
oh no, I
like
don't think they were
Ninja
even that
Turtles. It's a
good back
fucking
then. It was
hand
just
pie,
like,
yeah.
yeah, like
I do wish
just a
they'd bring it
normal.
back
And
though. Like that would be really cool if they came out with a new movie and then like brought this shit back, because I think everybody would freak the fuck out for it.
absolutely, and Hostess is still around. They still make crazy things, and they still
So why
make
the
all
fuck
kinds of
not, right?
snacks. Let's go, Hostess. Do
So
the right thing.
absolutely, it's yeah. I will say I was going to share a little spoiler here, not a spoiler as far as our next topic, but a sneak peek. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it a sneak peek, I
There you
guess.
go. Sneak peek.
Sneak peek for you guys. So this is only going to go out on the podcast. I'm not going to share it anywhere else. I'm not going to talk about it. But I actually had a casting call the other day with Chopped from
What?
Food Network. So there's a chance I'm going back to Food Network, back to New York City, the Chelsea
Man,
market, and
bro.
kind of fucking terrified. But I think it'd be really cool
No, you
though.
got it. What is the show Chopped? Talk about Chopped for a second. Like, what do they
Yeah.
do on that
So
show?
Chopped, you start with 4 chefs, and then they go through 3 mystery baskets. So the first round is like an appetizer that you have to make, and I will say, for the most part, anytime I watch this show, I'm sitting here like, okay, this is what I do with this. This is what I do with this. Because if you haven't seen it, they throw you some really big fucking curveballs with this. So, for example, I want to say like there was like a bread bowl with gnocchi in it. There was rock candy. There was like shaved ribeye, and God, I can't fish sauce maybe. So it's like you just get some just real random shit, and it's like, all right, make us something good, like an appetizer for that. So every single round, they find like the worst dish, and then they chop that person. So then you're going through 3
Uh-huh.
mystery baskets. It starts with appetizer, and then main course, and then dessert. So
Okay.
pretty
Dang.
fucking crazy, and it
That's thorough.
really, dude, it tests your fucking creativity for sure. Because I mean, it gets wild. Like my sister was talking to me about something, and I was like, yeah, I was like, hey, just so you know, I had this casting call, I feel like it went well. And she's like, oh my God, that sounds crazy. She's like, I love that show. And she's like, but what are you going to do if they give you like a fish head and chocolate and stale tortilla chips or whatever? And I was like, oh, well, I was like, I'd just make a, whatever. And I started explaining it. She's like, oh God, like, yeah, it sounds like you're ready.
You got
So
it.
we'll see. I'm just hoping I don't get some just massive fucking crazy curveball, and then I just don't know what I'm doing. But, and that's the thing. Time
That would be
restraint is,
super cool. That
it
would be
would be.
super cool if you got to go on Chopped and show what you can do. That would be awesome.
I actually have a buddy who is a guitar tech for like really big bands, and he's a huge pizza guy. So I saw he was posting about how he's in New York and eating all this pizza, and I was like, dude, I might be getting to go to New York soon. If so, you got to send me your list. And he sent me like this big ass list of like everything. He's like, don't pay attention to the numbers. I just wanted to write them down. And
Oh
he
yeah.
even put like the pie that he had next to the
Oh nice.
restaurant. So I feel like that's one of the big reasons I even want to go. Like, even if I'm there for like a day or two or however long it is, it's like I'm gonna stay another couple days just so I can stay and eat some
Yeah.
fucking
Check
pizza
out New
and
York.
just like start rating everything. Because I mean, it's
We tried some good pizza in Chicago when we were there.
sure, yeah,
Um, I don't know what's better though. Like I've had like Wichita's version, like Nola's pizza, the New
mm-hmm,
York style and the Chicago
yeah.
style. Their Chicago styles, I feel like their Chicago style at Nola's is pretty close to what actual Chicago is, depending on which one you get. So I wonder if their New York is the same way.
I will say I had
It's
a
just
New York style pizza at like around like L.A. It was like Redondo Beach or something, and God damn it, it was like the best pizza I've ever had. To this day, it's still the best pizza I've ever had. But it was like big o thin slices you like fold up. But
floppy.
I
You got to
remember,
fold in half.
yeah, they had the best ingredients though. Like I think that's what makes it, because like they used like a really good sauce. The cheese had incredible flavor. Like the pepperoni was incredible. So,
Yeah.
dude, like, fuck, it wasn't even last night. It was the night before. I was fucking starving. I've been trying to eat healthy and stuff. And then I saw where Pizza had this thing. It was like a $2 personal pan pizza. It was like 9 o'clock, and I was like, man, fuck this. I'm gonna go get a pizza. I hadn't had a
Get
pizza in
in the
forever.
pizza.
And I remember going to get it, and it looked so good, and it smelled so good. And I started eating it, and I was like, it just tastes bland as fuck, man. Like there's just no flavor. Like I don't know. So I'm like, God damn, use some real ingredients, and I think that's the biggest
Pizza
thing
Hut
with,
always sounds like such a good idea, and then you
yeah.
have it. It's like, that made my
And that's
stomach
almost why
hurt.
I'd almost
It's
rather
so
have like Casey's
greasy.
or Big Cheese, because at least then like it's gonna taste like something. Big cheese crust honestly
I
makes me
saw a
work.
deal on TikTok where somebody was rating the best pizza in Kansas. In
Oh
Kansas,
yeah, I did see that.
and
Yeah,
they rated Big Cheese in Wellington as number 5 in the whole state.
yeah, that's wild to me. But because I mean, fuck, Pizza John's in Derby. I mean, that's been
Yes, I don't even think
best
that was
pizza
on the
I've
list.
had. No, it wasn't. That's the best pizza I've had in Kansas at least.
Yeah, Pizza John's is really good. I like that a
Picasso is
lot.
pretty good in Wichita though. Have you been to Picasso?
Yeah, it's okay. I don't like it as well as Pizza John's.
Whatever I
I
had
think
was
no.
really good, but Pizza John had this chicken pickle pizza. Fuck, it was so
Ugh,
good. God damn it,
gross.
that makes me want to
I think
fucking chicken.
Nola's is the best pizza anywhere close to here.
I
From
don't know.
Texas to Chicago, like Nola's is going to be the best. You get to
God
Chicago and
damn.
they got the best. I don't know about Texas; they probably don't have very good pizza. Um, but you know what is good?
How
a
what is
freaking
good?
a freaking dude robe.
Yeah. Oh God, don't I know
You-
it?
You're wearing yours. I'm
Yeah.
traveling. I didn't bring it with me because it's heavy, and it probably would have made my bag way too heavy on the airplane.
Yeah, I haven't even wanted to take it off. Like there's times I had to.
You, you probably didn't. That's your.
Yeah,
It looks like you haven't even taken
as
it
long
off
as
since last week.
I hadn't showered. I haven't. Yeah, it's just you live in it.
So I'm glad I'm not there. Stinky.
You know what else
So-
is also really good?
well, I was gonna say, dude robes isn't just robes.
Yeah, I saw they had like shorts and shit too. Like
They
that's
have
crazy.
shorts and pants and hoodies and kids robes and UFC robes and all kinds of stuff on their website. And they were also featured on Shark Tank, so you
Yeah,
know it's legit.
yeah.
And we've got a 15% off code on anything on their website, no matter what you buy. If you just use CQ for Cartridge and Quest, CQ15 at checkout, they're going to give you 15% off of anything on their website when you use our code. So go check their website out, use our code, and be comfortable.
I bet those fucking shorts are so nice.
I bet they're so awesome.
God,
We need some
I'm
of
gonna be
those.
thinking about that tonight. I'm gonna get out of here and just go lay in bed and be like, "Fuck, what does that feel like?"
Let's go do ropes.
All right, so
I really don't want to hear about you laying in bed thinking about what something feels like. That's just not what I was. That wasn't on my bingo card today.
that's what's gonna get you through the night all alone in Chicago,
Gross.
thinking about my pie back here.
Oh.
Pie. God. I'll tell you what though.
I'm not even going to go there.
Yeah, you should probably just leave it alone because I feel like maybe one of the reasons you went to Chicago. Well, I guess I can't say that because this happened afterwards. I feel like there's like a little rift going on at your house right now because you don't
Oh,
agree to the
jeez.
extent of your wife, the impact that this Superman movie has.
I don't.
She
I do not.
100% was just immediately about it, and I feel like, I mean, I really liked it too, and I watched it in Oklahoma City, and it was a super fucked up experience because I went to the Harken Theaters downtown Bricktown, and I'm
Uh-oh,
amped to
calling
watch
them
this
out.
movie. I'm fucking sitting there and I'm watching it. And at first, like even the screen, like I can tell, like like I could read the words, but it was still kind of blurry. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So then it's like, the movie starts and you see Superman, and then like he's looks great, and then all of a sudden it's like, man, he's kind of fucking blurry. Oh, he's back to being okay again. It's like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like looking around at everybody else, and I see some people like rustling around because they're like, what the fuck's going on? Why does this look like shit? Some people went down, left, and then came back. Some dude comes in with a clipboard. He's looking around and everything. And I'm like, okay, well, they're going to fix this. And then they don't fix it. So I'm like, man, maybe the projector's fucked up and I just got to watch it as is and just deal with it, whatever. I finally get to the end of the movie and I was like, man, I didn't want to say something, but goddamn, man. Like, I felt like shit afterwards. My head hurt. I was just like, this is fucking awful. So I go out there and I'm like, hey, he's like, can I get a fucking refund? Because I was in 8. And they're like,
Correct.
what does that mean? And I was like, I was in auditorium 8 and somebody came in, like the movie was fucked up. And they're like, I don't think we had any problems. And they're like, I mean, it's a 3D movie. And I was like, the fuck?
No.
So he's like,
What?
yeah. He's like, oh, yeah.
Glasses at the door?
Yeah, he's like, did you have your glasses on? I was like, where the fuck would I have got glasses? And he's like, oh, they should have got it when they were checking your ticket. And I was like, well, they sure as fuck didn't. And I'm in there and I didn't see anybody else with glasses on. Yeah. So he's like, oh man, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. And I was like, and like the manager walks by with his clipboard. Was like, that fucker came in too. And he like looked at everything and everything was fine, I guess, because he didn't do anything. So he's like, man, I'm really sorry about that. And so he's like, here's a free ticket to a free movie. So I'm like, well, I guess I get another movie. But
In Oklahoma City?
yeah. And
I mean, I guess you'll be down there for work.
Yeah, I should be back there for work, but still, I'm like, God damn it.
So yeah, that's wild that they didn't give you glasses. And the other part that's wild is that you didn't like go do something about it. What the heck?
I said, I was going to, and then I saw this like manager guy walking. I was like, oh, okay, he's aware, because I've seen people like get up and like go down and leave. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, somebody's saying something, because I was about to just call him from my fucking seat, like, can you fix this shit? Like I paid money for this, but even with all that though, like I was like, God damn, that was a really good movie, and like a lot of it was like, man, he's like, he kept talking about his dog, and for the sake of like no spoilers, like if you haven't seen the movie, you want to see the movie, just fucking end the podcast because this is the last thing we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, that's the last segment.
Yeah, so we'll see you next week, I guess. But he kept talking about his dog in the movie. He's like, God, this makes me miss my fucking dog, you know? And I don't know. I just felt like it was just really cool. Like a lot of the stuff they touched on was just cool and personable and things like that. And then you know, your wife's like, he didn't even fucking like it, you know, and all this, and you're like,
So I feel like she overstated that. I liked it. I
uh-huh,
thought it was a really good movie. I thought it was a really good way to kick off the new universe.
yeah.
But it was not like life changing to me. It was just to me, it was just a normal Superman story. Like there was
So
nothing
you're
that
saying
was
your
just
wife just
like,
overreacted then?
no, I'm not saying that. Like everybody can have their own opinion for whatever, right? Like you can
You're like, fuck you, don't.
if it affected you in a certain way, great. It just didn't affect me that way. Like she was saying stuff like, "What about this?" And I'm like,
Yeah,
what about when he saved the kid under the thing? And I
yeah,
was like, he was a good
yeah,
guy for doing that. And then she's like,
yeah.
"Well, what about when he saved the squirrel?" And I'm like, I thought that was dumb. Like, why did he need to save the squirrel?
Because he loves
Do you realize
everything and everybody. That's
but
why.
but do you realize how many other squirrels died when that building fell?
We don't know that for sure.
None. And so like that was I just didn't I was like that was it was funny,
It
but it
just
didn't
showed him
change.
as an empath, you know, and even the robots, you know, it's like he cared about the robots that got all fucked up, and um,
I think I
it
cared
was
more about the robots than I did the squirrel.
it was interesting. Like for a few things, there's a few things I didn't even really remember, like the whole shit with the sun. I don't remember him being like powered by the sun. I feel like that was like
What, dude?
Birdman or
That's
some
like
shit.
quintessential Superman. The yellow
I
sun is
don't
what
know.
gives him power.
I don't know. I don't know. That just didn't. I didn't hit that very hard, I guess. But I knew the whole
How,
kryptonite thing,
and
obviously. But
this is a super spoiler, but
uh huh.
how far in did it take you to realize that that was a clone of him?
Oh fuck yeah! The very end.
I
I
didn't know
hadn't.
either. Like I
Yeah.
had no idea how Lex Luthor was
No.
getting into the sanctuary or to the why am I blanking on the freaking
Yeah. Fortress of.
the
Is
Fortress of
that the?
Solitude.
Yeah.
I had no clue how he was getting in. I did not realize that that guy was a clone of Superman
Yeah. I
until
had
he
no
took that
idea.
mask off and he had long hair, and I was like, "Holy crap,
Who the
that
fuck?
was
It's
cool." Like,
Bucky.
that part, yeah, exactly. If that's exactly what it felt like.
That's what. Yeah.
DC's
That's what it felt like to me. I was like, oh goddamn, it's Bucky.
Yeah. So that was probably the coolest part in the movie was that twist. And then kind of figuring out who Green Lantern was cool because I knew Nathan Fillion was in the movie, and I knew he had that really crappy haircut, but I
Yeah.
did not know what his character was,
The
and so that
giant
was
like
kind of cool.
finger popping up was funny as
That was
fuck.
hilarious. Yeah,
I love that.
when he was when the green hands were everywhere. That's classic James Gunn stuff. Like that's I
So
mean
overall, man, I just felt like it was an incredible movie. They did such a good job, and then to have like Supergirl in there at the end, you know, was just kind of like a weird, like, oh fuck, you know, like that's crazy. And then they're already promoting it as well, you know, like she's got her own poster and
yeah.
everything. So I'm like, god damn, that's. And then you see how she was with the dog. You know what I mean? It's like, well, no wonder the dog's a fucking
That's why
shithead.
she's like that. That's why the dog's like that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
fuck.
And that was a nice little plot twist too. Like I didn't
But also
realize
his
I thought that was
parents,
just his dog.
like the message from the parents, that was a kind of a mind fuck too, you know, because
It was pretty touching. Like on both sides, right? Like I still wonder. I still wonder if they're gonna
was it
change.
fabricated?
Yes. Right. I still wonder if they're gonna come back and at some point say they said something good, but Lex Luthor made it sound like they said something bad.
Yeah, because I mean it was pretty fucked up, you know, and I think that was one of the things that was cool too, is like he lived his whole life just believing like, hey, my parents wanted me here for good and to be a protector and all this, and his parents were like fucking slave everybody, you know, to like make your own race. And it's like, god damn. And I've even seen like shit on TikTok where these women are like, fuck yeah, I'll be your little sex slave to, you know,
Oh
spread your
geez.
babies across, you know. It's like, so that was kind of funny. But I think that was a really cool point too, though, is like, you know, no matter what bullshit he thought he was or went through or whatever, it's like, man, it's just about who you're gonna be and what you're gonna do, and that's just your fucking life
I
now, man.
agree, and I think that the key point, the biggest point in that movie is it doesn't matter where you came from, it doesn't matter who your parents are, you get to choose who you want to be, right?
Yeah,
And I think if you choose to be a good person, no matter what you were sent there to do, no matter what your parents said you should have done, whatever, if you choose to be a good person, you can be a good person.
Yeah.
So that was a really good message, but that's just Superman's message to me. Like I didn't feel like it was anything groundbreaking. That's the
Yeah.
whole thing for me with this is like it was a solid Superman movie. It was really good, and I'm excited to see what's next. But this to me did not just shatter the earth. Like it was just a good movie.
I will tell you one small detail that I noticed that they fixed from the trailer to the movie that when
Okay.
I remember seeing the trailer for the first time and I noticed this and I thought it was really fucked up. And this is something so small and stupid. But when the people turn on him and he's like walking away all sad, somebody throws like an empty can and hits him in the head. And in the trailer, like he closes his eyes and kind of like flinches his head.
Yeah, he shouldn't even have felt it.
Yeah, I just remember that being such a big thing. I was like, that's fucking Superman. Like, this dude can like stop a bullet, but like he gets hit by a
He
pop
should have
can and
just repelled it.
yeah, like, and I just remember seeing that and his reaction. I was like, I didn't like that at all. Like that just made me feel weird. I didn't like that. And then you see it in the movie, like he doesn't
In the
blink, he
movie.
doesn't move his head, nothing. It just bounces off
Yeah.
him, and it's like, okay, that's supposed to be
Yeah.
the Man of Steel right there,
Right.
Yeah,
And that was one of the things that really bugged me about this movie. And it's probably true in like if you really get down to like how our culture is, but those people turned
oh
so
yeah,
quickly because of what the news
yeah.
said. And it's like quit being sheep and like have your own thoughts and opinions because clearly this guy has done so much good and even if he did one thing bad on accident, don't hate him for it, right? And so that
Yeah,
it kind of bugged me that was the kind of the dynamic of the people. They were just swayed so easily, and I
yeah.
didn't like that. I mean, I know it's kind of true to life, but I
I'll
just
say,
didn't
yeah,
like it.
fuck me if that's not real though. Like the second you
Right?
fuck up, it's
Yeah,
like,
for
well, you're
sure.
gone. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly. You're canceled. See you later. So,
Yeah,
well, that's another episode.
we did it, man.
Gonna think Foodie Mike C is a bitch.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to
Keep
come
it
up with my
rad,
own
guys.